start with Coach making some comments, and we have Adora and Sam here. We'll answer questions after that.
I have to give glory and praise to God on that one, and a wonderful football team that won't be denied. Came into a hostile atmosphere. What a great environment. Salute to the Husky fans. I thought they were exceptionally loud today and brought it. And I watched a team that played team football. That was a full team win. I thought it started with our defense to be able to hold the #1 rushing team in our conference to 17 yards rushing, 0.6 a carry. That's unbelievable. I thought both teams came into the park to see how the quarterback would play and put it on their shoulders. We saw so many pressures for our offense from Washington's defense, and really played a ton of one high coverage, and they were going to see how Sam performed and a group of wide receivers and skilled athletes performed, and they did a wonderful job, absolutely wonderful job. This guy right here is Superman today with 2 huge picks, and then a really big third down run for us that kept the drive alive. At the end of the day, just a great team win, and looking forward to getting back to Los Angeles and getting ready for a great rivalry game with UCLA. With that, we'll answer any questions that you have.
Clay, what's this one feel like, considering where you guys started this season, now to come on the road again and upset a number 4 team? What did it say just about the growth of your team?
I told our team how proud I am of them, of where they've just never quit trying to get better each and every game, and they've believed in each other. They believed in the process that we're having as a coaching staff, and we've continued to grow and continued to get better, both as players, staff, everybody, an organization. And this was the next step, to go out on the road in a hostile environment versus a top-ranked team and play playoff football. We got opportunity to continue our dream of winning a Pac-12 South title, and we would not have been able to do that if we didn't win tonight. So with that step down, we got another one next week.
Clay, what was the key to the game tonight, do you think?
I thought 2 things. The way our defense played all together. I think about getting to the quarterback tonight. With 3 sacks and multiple hurries, it felt like Jake was off his spot all night from our defensive pass rush. And then DBs making their plays. Adoree with 2 picks, but several knockdowns by the rest of our team. I just thought it was a full team defensive effort. And then offensively, it wasn't beautiful at times, but that's a dang good defense. I mean, I'll be honest with you. We thought that was probably the second best defense that we've played all year, next to Alabama, and a secondary that we feel is elite. And to come out here and throw for 286 yards, Sam doing a great job, the offensive line protecting the way they did. Great team effort.
Clay, what were you surprised by the amount of pressures Washington brought with their defense, and what did Sam do exceptionally well today?
I thought it was twofold. One, I thought both teams, if you look, both teams said, okay, let's see your quarterback play, and let's see how we got to stop the run game. Both teams were really had done a terrific job of running the ball over the last couple of weeks, and both teams tried to take the strength away and see where the quarterback was. And to Sam's credit, I thought he did a wonderful job. Had an interception on a receiver just slipping, made the correct read, and had another one early. Just I know he wish he had back, but to play that game at this age and that atmosphere, unbelievable.
You have 2 plays. Adoree slips and falls, and then Darius slips. Is there any sense of, here we go again? What was the sense on the sideline?
No, I don't think so. I think we were confident in in what our coaches teach us, and I was confident in the defense's ability to go out there and stop them again. So, with that being said, I think we were very confident with the way our team was responding to all the different punches that Washington threw at us, and I thought we responded really well, in particular on that play.
Sam,
what do you
look
do
like you
that?
get rattled out there with, tonight was the loudest crowd of the season, and you just look like you're at another game out there, practice tonight. How do you stay so calm?
Right. I think you have to, as a quarterback and as the guy who runs the offense. I think you can't show too much emotion. Obviously, you're gonna score touchdowns and do all that, and you can get hyped with the guys and all that. But you know, I try to stay poised as much as possible, and especially when you're in a loud atmosphere like that, and when it's rocking all the time, you gotta really, that's when you really gotta stay calm and show your team that, you know, we can win this one.
Sam, it seems like you have a pretty good ability to sense pressure. Is there something you can attribute that to?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, maybe like playing multiple sports, but I'm not sure.
Coach, when you were watching Darnold in training camp and evident that he had a lot of potential, but did you think he could be this good this soon?
Talent-wise, you knew it was there, but you never know until you actually see a young man in a game. You know, as we went through that stint early, to be able to see him play at Alabama, Stanford, Utah State, and just to see, you usually can look in the guy's eyes and say, wow, he's just a poised guy. No deer in the headlights, just, coach, let me play. And, you know, every opportunity he's been given that chance, he's played, and tonight was no exception.
Dory Browning only had 3 picks heading into this game, and then tonight you pulled in 2. So did he have a bad game? Did you have a good game? You know, what did you see there?
He had a good game. It was just one of those things where we just capitalized as a defense. Like Coach said, we was trying to put pressure on him to make sure he was off his rhythm, off his timing. He has great receivers out there in John Ross and Pettis. So it was just us as a defense stepping up together. We knew how good he was as a quarterback. We just wanted to limit him to what he's capable of doing, and I feel like we did a great job at that.
Dory, you've seen a lot on this team in the last 3 seasons. Where does this win rank for you?
This one's pretty big for us, especially for the seniors. It's one of those things where I always think about the seniors and the guys who we're playing for, just like last year against UCLA. It's just a great feeling to get that win for those guys and send them off in the right way. And we know that the season didn't start how we wanted, and we always have that mentality. Have faith in each other and what's going on in the process. And it's not always how you start, but it's how you finish. And I felt like we're taking those steps to make that justice for our season.
Dory, based on what you just said, in hindsight, did the Alabama game help you get off and to accept the type of atmosphere you played in tonight? Because it was rowdy and crazy in Texas. And here you saw it again. Do you think the team learned from that?
Yeah, I think the team learned from that game and understanding from games going forward. That we know it's going to be a rowdy atmosphere no matter who we play or what stadium we're going to when you're away, and even at home sometimes. So we just was very poised to understand the element of the game and knowing what may happen, what's going on. And we know it's all about adversity. It may be ups and downs throughout the game, but we have to make sure it's more ups and downs. And I think having those games that we lost are a great testimony to this.
Is the goal to maybe see these guys again play?
Yeah. You know, the one thing that I appreciate about this football team is they've taken everything 1 week at a time. And as you've watched this past 6 weeks, that week is the most important week. And, you know, we've put ourselves in a position now. We're 6-2 in league. We're 1 game behind Colorado. Need a little good fortune down the stretch here, but we've put ourselves in position with 1 league game left next week to do our job. And now we have to get back home, catch our breath, and then get back to work, because next week's another huge game for us.
Sam, are you at your most comfortable when you're kind of floating around the pocket, moving around the field?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm more comfortable one way or the other. I think our offensive line in the past has done a great job protecting me. So I'm always comfortable with those guys in front of me, and I always know that unless they bring an extra guy, you know, I'm not gonna have to run around or do any of that. I can just sit back there and make my reads. So with that being said, I think our O-line just does a great job, and our running backs do a great job in protection as well.
So you were really good on 3rd down to start. I think it was 5 to 7 to start the game. What was going on those 3rd down plays?
Just finding the open guys and trusting my offensive line, like I said. You know, when you have great players in front of you, great wideouts, great running backs, I mean, it's your job to get them the ball and be able to find the open guy, and I thought I did that pretty well tonight.
Sam, did you take some satisfaction in outplaying Browning? He obviously came in as a Heisman candidate, and obviously you came here for the win, but certainly you were the best quarterback in the field.
I mean, I don't look at it that way. I just kind of think of it as our offense against their defense and vice versa. So I don't think of it as me, you know, competing against him. It's really our team versus their team, and whoever wins is gonna, you know, celebrate and do all that. But yeah, I don't think about it like that.
And Daniel made a bit of another big game. What kind of growth have you seen from him this season, and how much trust do you have in him down the field?
Right. I mean, Daniel's been amazing so far this year, and it's really cool to just see him make plays because he does it all the time in practice. And I mean, I keep reiterating it in my interviews, but as long as we keep practicing hard and practicing like we would play in games, you know, guys who stand out in practice are gonna stand out in the games. It's just how the way it works. So credit to him for practicing super hard, and I think our whole team does a great job of practicing, and we just got to bring the rest of our team along.
Was that a stop and go route to him, and did you know when he stopped that he was going to be able to catch it at the back of the end zone?
It was a little nod play, and I knew it was him against the linebacker, and I knew I had enough room in the back of the end zone to be able to, if the guy played in front of him, I was going to be able to just kind of do that and loft it over him. But yeah, I guess it was a great route by him, and we got the coverage we wanted.
Okay, thanks, fellas.
Thank you.